Hello and welcome to Richland Spotlight, an ongoing program where we talk with city staff and shine a light on programs, projects, and events happening here in our city. Well, today joining us on the program is Jeff Peters. Jeff is Richland's Transportation and Development Manager. Thank you, Jeff, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Well, normally when we bring you on the program, we talk about projects, transportation projects that are coming up, but today is a little bit of a twist. We're actually talking about a transportation project that is just finishing up. And that is the well, there's actually two projects, the Duportail Reconstruction and the Duportail Extension project. So before we get into details about how that works, just share with me briefly, the importance of this particular project.
Yeah, so the two Duportail projects are really part of a corridor project that's been ongoing for the last several years, and it's been in development for probably at least 10 years. To extend Stevens Drive and Duportail Street, and then of course the Duportail Bridge across the river to get a nice corridor on a city street to get from downtown up to the Queensgate area and vice versa. And so just to improve mobility for the residents, as well as relieve some congestion for those that are trying to get up to Queensgate that now have to get on the interstate system and deal with the interchange and the ramps and going uphill at Aaron and I-182 in that area. So.
Let's talk about what we did. We'll start down on Wellhouse Loop, which is basically added a new road with the Duportail Extension. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, that project extends Duportail Street from Thayer down to Welshon Way, and which ties into the Stevens Drive extension that we completed last year. And so yeah, it's a new road down the hill there. It's got a roundabout at the top of up there at Thayer with a nice art piece that's going to be going in that the Arts Commission did a great job on coming up with a design for that. So it's going to be, I'm really excited for the projects because I think it's going to really showcase our complete streets philosophy. And we'll have sidewalks and bike lanes and on-street parking and street trees and LED street lights, and it's going to be I think it's going to be a really nice corridor through there. So.
And now there's going to be a traffic light down there as well?
There will be a signal down at Welshon Way and the Duportail Stevens intersection there. One thing of note on that is as the project opens up, that signal is not going to be complete at the same time. There's some of those parts take a long time to fabricate and get on site, so there's a little bit of a delay in materials to get that signal operational. So that'll probably be later in November, possibly early December before that's up and running, but there will be a signal there, and which will make it a lot safer and easier to get across Welshon Way.
Now, moving up the hill, we were actually over there just the other day getting some pictures of it. A beautiful, beautiful street on the reconstruction project there on Duportail. Tell me about that.
Yeah, the primary goal with that obviously was one of the big things was to add sidewalks on both sides. There's with Marcus Whitman Elementary and Carmichael Middle School there's a lot of kids that have walked down Duportail Street, and previously it was just a street with gravel shoulders and when it rained, you got big puddles that are across the road, and kids were having to walk in the street to get around them and dodge all that. So this will be a really huge improvement for the safety of the kids walking through there, as well as other pedestrians, to get them out onto a nice sidewalk. We'll have one of the PED-activated rapid flash beacons installed where the pathway comes across to get to Marcus Whitman School. So it'll be a really nice facility, I think, when it's all said and done.
And of course, you touched on it at the beginning, but the whole reason we're doing this Duportail Corridor thing is to eventually tie into the future Duportail Bridge. Where are we at in that process, and how's that coming along?
So that project is moving along. We've got our consultant engineer heavy on the final design of that project. We're still wrapping up some property acquisitions for that as well. And we're on schedule at this point to be complete with the design and advertise the project for construction in fall of 2017, so next year. So with construction slated to begin either at the very end of 2017 or very early 2018.
I guess what's really neat is, we've been talking about this project and everything for maybe going on 15 years now, and now look, it's finally coming to fruition. So that's a neat thing to have for the citizens to see that yes, transportation projects take a long time, but persistence pays off, and here you go.
Yeah, it really is exciting, and because a lot of people thought that'll never happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just isn't going to happen. There's no way that's going to happen, and it's happening now. So that really is an exciting thing for us. So.
And that's a good place to end. So I want to thank you, Jeff, for being here on our program, and then also thank our viewers for watching. Now we have another event to tell you about, which is a ribbon cutting ceremony on the Duportail Extension and Reconstruction Project, which is coming up Wednesday, October 19th at 2 p.m. If you would like more information on this project or any of the other transportation projects, visit the City of Richland's webpage at the link at the bottom of your screen. If you're not interacting with us on social media, I strongly encourage you to do so. Like us on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Thanks again to our Transportation Development Manager, Jeff Peters, for being on the program.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching Richland Spotlight. I'm Mike Charbonneau, and we'll see you next time.